Good morning people, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're gonna talk about the most amazing offer I've ever seen in the shop. 15,000 gold for the CAERNARVON Action 10 and the AMX M4 Liberty. Wow, just wow, because both of these tanks are freaking good. I guess that's because Wargaming got severely affected by the COVID-19, because I don't expect them to put in the shop these kind of offers if they are not desperate, but that's the good moment for you to get into business, because for 15,000 gold you're gonna get yourself two of the most aggressive heavy tanks at tier 8. Of course, special mention to the CAERNARVON Action 10, because you can also buy them separately. You have the CAERNARVON Action 10 for 12.5k gold and the AMX Liberty for around 7.5k gold. Of course, if you can buy both of them in the bundle, it's better because they are really cheap. It means 7.5k gold for each tanks. But if you have to choose because you're limited in terms of money, you should definitely go for the CAERNARVON Action 10. Now, what is great about these tanks and why are they in a bundle? Really simple. Both of the tanks are in a bundle because their playstyle is quite similar. Both of them are being played extremely aggressively in all down or literally frontally. Of course, when you're playing with the Liberty, you need to be aware that you're gonna be more effective if you stay straight in front of your opponent and you push forward. And in the CAERNARVON Action 10, as long as you're in all down, you're gonna be the king of tier 8 because nobody can penetrate you. Of course, maybe one thing to add about the CAERNARVON Action 10, even if nowadays everybody knows this tank is literally broken, you have literally you have literally everything, sorry, with this tank. You have an amazing gun, an amazing DPM, an amazing penetration, a good mobility, an amazing armor. I mean, that's the perfect tank for you to play in order to gain money and to have fun at the same time. So yeah, is this offer worth it? Of course it is, and the CAERNARVON Action 10 especially. Now, I know in this offer it's combined with the equipment slots. You're gonna have the tank with all the equipment slots unlocked, plus the legendary camouflage on the CAERNARVON Action 10. I think that's the one I'm currently running on that is coming with the tank if you buy the special bundle. I'm not sure, but let's face it, for a legendary camouflage, who cares? You're gonna have a CAERNARVON Action 10. God damn it, this tank is broken as hell, guys. And that's exactly why you want to have one in your garage. Because now, for those of you who already have the tank, or for those of you who don't want to spend money into this bundle, I would definitely advise you not to go into tier 8 for at least 2 weeks, because the matchmaking is going to be filled with CAERNARVON Action 10 and AMX Liberty, which are among the top tanks at tier 8, top of the food chain. So yeah, it's gonna hurt for everybody except for Wargaming, that is gonna fill back its account with these kind of offers. But yeah, I mean, it allows me to talk about the COVID-19 a little bit. Of course, Wargaming got affected, because if they were not affected, we would not have this kind of offer. Does it mean that Wargaming is gonna collapse? I don't think so. I just think that as it's hard for every businesses at the moment to keep up with making money without getting affected too much, Wargaming is trying in this logic to sell us overpriced tanks, but at a way cheaper price. That's the good moment to make great deals, and that's why I want you to buy this bundle if you can, because you will never have an amazing bundle and another one as amazing as this one. Now, for the CAERNARVON, for the playstyle, you saw it here, I played really aggressively. All you have to do pretty much is being all down. You can also try side scrape. It works with this one, not with the regular CAERNARVON, but with this one, it's not a problem. You can actually do great things in side scrape, but most of the time, all down should do the trick. We went for a first class. As you can see, we did a lot of credits, nearly 80,000 for a regular game. I mean, it was a first class, but 3k damage is not that hard to get with the Action 10, as it's completely broken. Now, for the AMX M4 Liberty, it's coming with the legendary or rare camouflage. I think it's a rare camouflage. How disrespectful is that to put the French flag as a rare camouflage? I hate you for that, Wargaming. I hate you for a couple of reasons, but this one is the main one. Just look at this. It's not even a legendary camouflage. How is that possible that the AMX M4 1949 doesn't have the French flag as a legendary camo? I'm pissed at Wargaming for that. Why are you disrespecting France like that? No, no, no. We want it to be a legendary camouflage, and I want it to rename the tank AMX M4 1949 Liberty. Please, Wargaming, make this happen, or else I'm gonna cry. Now, this tank, it's pretty similar to the upcoming AMX M4 MLE54, the tier 10 collectible French tank that we already talked about a couple of times on this channel. Why should you get this tank? First of all, because it's a really funny tank to play with in tier 8, but not only, this tank is gonna prepare you to the AMX M4 MLE54 playstyle, for those of you of course who want to buy the tank, because it's gonna be quite expensive. Around 300 euros at least, if you don't manage to get it in charms in the first place, if it's coming in crates, because it's also possible that the tank is coming into the Christmas event, and here you will have to spend 500 euros for this tank. So, why should you play this tank? I told you, it's the same playstyle as the AMX. All you have to do here is stay straight in front of your opponents. I truly find this tank to be newbie friendly as long as you respect that one rule: never angle. You don't angle, you stay straight in front of your opponents, and if you want to angle, you angle, but just a little bit, really not too much, just in order for your armor to artificially increase. But overall, if you stay straight in front of your opponents, it shouldn't be a problem for you to bounce everything. Just look at the WZ111. It's two times in a row he bounced by trying to shoot, and we really have a strong upplate armor because the tank, the WZ, as it's on a really high position, it should decrease my armor, because as he's shooting from an upper position and my upper plate is angled in a way that makes it easier for the WZ to penetrate me, he's still bounced, because this tank armor is strong as hell. And that's why you should get it, and that's why it's pretty similar to the AMX MLE54, because it's basically a tier 8 AMX MLE54, or we can also say that the AMX MLE54 is a tier 8 AMX M449. So yeah, both of the tanks are worth it, the offer is amazing, and I'm sorry if it's not the traditional review style, because I didn't have too much time making this video. But I wanted to do it because I thought, okay, Pantoufleee, you gotta make a video on that deal, because it's one of the most amazing one Wargaming ever pulled out. So yeah, overall, this tank is amazing, definitely newbie friendly. The CAERNARVON Action 10 is less newbie friendly in my opinion, because if you try to confront your opponents by going straight on them, you are probably gonna get destroyed because your lower part is the weak spot. But on the AMX M4 1949, it's still a weak spot, but as the lower plate is less big, it should make it easier for you if you push. That's what is happening right now. We bounced pretty much everything. We didn't take a lot of damage. Maybe one thing that is not cool about this tank, it's the side armor, which is penetrable easily, and that's exactly why I told you to stay straight in front of your opponents. But overall, both the tanks are extremely worth it, and I can guarantee you that you will love them once you buy them. Now, this video is now over because I will not manage to catch up the AMX M4 FL10 before he dies. I hope it will help you choosing the right path. Maybe to sum up this video, I'm gonna tell you one thing about both tanks. If you're a newbie, go for the AMX M4 Liberty. If you're an average or experienced player, go for the CAERNARVON Action 10. If you are rich, go for both. You will not be deceived. Thank you all for watching, and see you soon for a new video, guys.